Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are back playing some more Planet Zoo. So, game dropped today, and we're excited to play it because, well, we very much enjoyed playing the beta when it was out like a month ago. Had a lot of fun with it, been playing Planet Coaster in the meantime, just trying to tide us over till Planet Zoo, so I'm excited to actually be back in the game. The only thing is, our beta zoo is no longer in existence. The save existed when I first started up the game, however, it wouldn't actually load into the game, so we're gonna have to start over from scratch, which I suppose is fine. But before we do that, let's go ahead and like launch into just a random sandbox mode. We are going to do franchise mode, which, you know, maybe isn't a great idea because it's going to be somewhat limiting because we're going to have to worry about money and all that stuff. You know, we're not going to be able to focus on making things as pretty as we want, but whatever. So I wanted to hop into sandbox mode just to kind of see what's different. Now, some of this stuff might have been in the game before, but we just didn't see it because we just didn't have the tech access for it. So you can see, I think mostly all of the fences are the exact same. I don't know that if there's anything new on the fences. I think they're all pretty much the exact same. I don't know if the corrugated one was in the game. I don't know if the chain link was in the game, but I think for the most part, all of those pretty much existed before, so I don't think there's anything new there. Now, the nature stuff, this is pretty freaking cool. I'm excited for this. I absolutely love the nature stuff in this game compared to specifically Planet Coaster. I think there's just so much more variety, which in some ways kind of makes sense because this game has different animals from all the different continents, so you kind of need a bunch more terrain and stuff like that. But like some of this is just really pretty, so I'm really excited to actually start building with some of this. I don't know if there's really anything here that we want to like look at. I mean, obviously we're going to want to build these plants and stuff like that, but all this is really going to be based on whatever animals we get and stuff like that. Oh, that's interesting. I got a nice little deer. Is that a squirrel? That's a nice little squirrel too. Okay, yeah, we got rocks, and then let's see, gardening. Yeah. Okay, well, what else do we have? Facilities. Okay. First thing with facilities is they have a bunch of different transport rides, and I don't know if all of these were in the beta. Like I said, research was really slow, at least in the early game in the beta before they fixed a couple of the bugs. But like I know the 4x4 transport was in the game, so we may want to do that. Specifically, I don't know if we can do this like inside lion cages. I actually don't know. Like, is there any sort of restriction on it? Like, could I do this inside a lion cage? I don't know. We also have the monorail, and then what I'm really excited about is the boat one. So this boat one's very similar to the one that was in the that's in Planet Coaster. Let's go ahead and bump this up, and I'll kind of show you guys how we can make it work. So we can go ahead and just kind of build ourselves like a nice little river and stuff like that. Then we can throw some water down, and then what we can do is we can actually do the boat one, and we can put it in the water then. And so most likely that's what we're going to do. So in our beta zoo, we ended up building a train line that kind of went around the park. Well, obviously our park wasn't that large, but we had the train ride that was kind of our transport around the park. I think instead what we're going to do is we're going to have kind of this river that goes through the entire park. And I think the goal is to actually use the boat then as kind of the quick transport if we so desire. So I think that's one of the things we're going to be able to do. The train, which we used in the beta, and then the gondola, which seems kind of interesting. And one thing I'm kind of wondering about, I'm wondering if you can actually have like the gondola inside a like, can I have this floating over and then have this like a lion encampment? You know, will they be able to get to will the lions be able to get to it? I don't know how any of that's going to work. We're going to have to just kind of play around with it as we unlock things and go from there. Then we got a bunch of small animal exhibits. If you didn't see the beta, essentially it's just these little buildings here, and then you can actually recruit like little animals such as like scorpions and stuff like that, and then they actually go in these different buildings. And all we have here is just a bunch of different building types using the new all of the new blueprints, the new theme scenery stuff. So in the beta, we had the Indian New World and Planet Zoo. I think the other three are all new for release, but don't quote me on that. Once again, didn't get through research a whole lot. As for the actual shops themselves, I think pretty much everything is the exact same as Planet Coaster. We're really not going to spend too much time on any of this, but some of these bathrooms just look like freaking legit. Like, I love this New World bathroom right here. Like, that looks really cool. I'm excited for that. I still hate the tiles in the bathroom. Can you see them here? Yeah, you can kind of still see them in that one. I just hate how those tiles look. I've never been a fan of it. Never been a fan of it. I've been complaining about it a lot in Planet Coaster recently. And then we have staff facilities. So if you missed, or if you've never seen this game before, the staff facilities are kind of necessary to have your park run. Keeper hut specifically, you need a keeper hut near every one of your enclosures, and this is essentially where your keeper kind of gets the food and stuff to go feed your animals. So generally you want one per enclosure. And then you have the quarantine, which is when they get sick. Oh, that one looks cool. I like that one. The vet surgery, which I think is kind of the same thing when they get sick. I'm not 100% the difference on those. Staff room, that one's nice. Dude, I like the whole sitting area out there. I wonder if people actually use that. Yeah. Now, most of these buildings we're just going to end up building ourselves, but we'll see. We'll see. Then you got the research lab in there. This is where you can research new techs and stuff like that. I love that. I love that. Yeah. Get your posture right, man. Get your posture right. Then the workshop, which is where they research new. So this is more for like animal research, so you can get different stuff in the habitat. This one's more so you can get different like sceneries and different rides and stuff like that. And by rides, I mean literally all there is the ones that like the transport rides. But and then last we got the trade center. The trade center is necessary to go ahead and buy every animal. Every animal in the game is bought one of two ways. Number one, you have just the straight cash, which uses your cash budget, and then the other one uses I forgot what these are called. Oh, listing expired. That's new. Yeah, I don't know what those are called. These are whatever. This is kind of the main. It's like conservation points or something like that. This is kind of the hard one. This one's usually a little easier to come by because your customers come and they pay you money. This one you only get from visiting other people's zoos, by doing challenges, and by then uploading your animals to the marketplace and trying to sell them there. So we'll probably end up trying to sell some or buy some really cheap and selling them high. Like I was noticing today, animals were just going really, really quickly in the animal trading market. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Is there anything else in the... Oh, yeah, that was all still... Oh, we skipped habitat, didn't we? I don't think there's anything really new in the habitat. They have like all these different buildings, but I'm pretty sure everything here was mostly the same. That grab ball might be interesting. Hey, can we get rid of this terrain real quick? Yo, go short grass so I can actually see this crap, please. Thank you. Yeah, we completely skipped this. Just a climbing structure there. A lot of this looks similar. Oh yeah, you actually start with the heaters and coolers this time. Previously, I think you had to research it, or it wasn't in the beta, one of the two, because we're always struggling to get it. The gyro? Oh, okay. So that seems like it's going to be for a bigger creature. All right, well, that's a legit climbing. Probably want that for like monkeys or something, my assumption. Yeah, that kind of seems like a monkey would climb. Ooh, keyboard. Nice. Nice. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let's see what else. Pinata. Oh my god, that is cute. Yeah, that's freaking cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't see that one in the beta if it was in the beta. Plant screen. Okay. Tree forager. All right. Termite Mound. So I don't think there's anteaters in the game, so I'm not quite sure what that's for. Wind chimes and waterfall. Oh, that's sweet. I bet that's for elephants. Yeah, I bet that's for elephants. That might have been in the beta too. That's cool. That's cool. All right, so we got through all that. Facilities, we pretty much looked at almost everything. The utilities are essentially just how you power your park. So you see how these buildings need power. We could end up just putting a transformer. The thing with the transformer is you have to pay money from my understanding. So, hey, yearly running costs $3,000. Where instead, I just throw a solar panel. And then the only downside is it doesn't cost me anything, but at nighttime we're kind of screwed. So, do our buildings just shut off at night? Because there's no batteries. I actually don't know how that works. I have no idea. Same thing here. Like, what happens if the wind just stops? I have no idea. No idea. Then a bunch of different benches and stuff like that, which I don't really care about. The viewing devices, yeah. And then we got all the different construction stuff. And there's a whole bunch of stuff here. And we're going to have a lot of fun building stuff. Oh, yeah, the centerpieces is where all the cool stuff is. So the centerpieces have all these nice little things. And then there's some, like, really big ones, which, I mean, like, this stuff just looks legit. Like, I'm excited for this. This is probably what we kind of want to do with our park. So I'm thinking we're going to end up making a jet park. Oh, see, I put you and then I put you on that. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So we're probably going to end up making ourselves a jet park. Then we can throw you right here. So I noticed that there are some horns down here. That's just a peacock. And most likely we'll make a giant Jeff sculpture as soon as, yeah, like, so you got some of these horns here. So most likely what we're going to do is we'll do like an art shape, you know, something like this. And then we'll actually like put horns on it and make it look like a, you know, a reindeer, you know. Because we'll probably call our first park Jeff Park or something like that. So, special effects, I don't know. We'll see eventually what that stuff looks like. I don't think there's anything too big. What is this big stuff? Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, I mean, all this stuff you can make yourself in-game, but, like, I mean, some of this is pretty legit. Like, that's cool. That's cool. It wouldn't be hard to remake that, but yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like the two-tone. The different, the wood and then mixed with the plaster, which is some of the stuff that we were trying to do a little bit in Planet Coaster recently, just to kind of make it look a little bit better. So yeah, kind of pop back the time real quick just so it can stay nice and bright. And then we got a bunch of blueprints, and these are just pre-built buildings. I don't know that we're really going to use too many of these, mostly because, like I said, I'm probably going to want to just build everything myself. At some point we may get a little lazy and go from there, but we'll see. I just love looking at this and just kind of seeing all the different, like, architecture styles and stuff that are now in the game, because this is all like very different themes than what you saw in Planet Coaster, so I'm excited about that. This one looks really cool. Yeah, I like that. I love all this New World stuff. Like, that is just sweet. Is that supposed to be an actual, I think those are actually supposed to be enclosures. Maybe that's just for the pathway. Like, that's an entrance, really. Yeah, you could really do that as an entrance to your park. Interesting. You could do that as an entrance as well. Do we want to? Maybe someday. Maybe someday, but not right now. And then this is just a pre-built enclosure. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I can kind of dig it. It's a little small for what we built. We built some really large enclosures last time. Just gonna throw that out there. Probably excessively large, but hey, better our animals have too much room than not enough, right? Yeah, there's not really anything else here that I want to look at. So I think let's go ahead and hop into the game. We saw all this. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. What is this? Oh, this is a bigger enclosure. There we go. All right, let's try you. Yeah, that looks cool. What are you? That is kind of freaky. Yeah, I think we could build better stuff. All right, so enough talking. Let's actually get down to the brass tacks. Let's get to work. So, one slight bug we might have already discovered in the game. First time you open a franchise, you get 800... I forgot what that stuff is actually called. 800 conservation points or whatever. If you ever delete it because you decide you want to remake it just because you're not super happy with, you know, well, you basically were just kind of testing things out. Well, guess what? You only get 300 this time. So that actually kind of sucks for us because we're a little poor now. So we're going to have to be really careful with how we spend money and stuff like that. I think we're going to go here, which is going to be North American grassland. And it's going to be kind of a zoo in Austin. I don't really like the temperate so much. It's a little more foresty, a little more like kind of cold weather. I think I want something a little more warm since this is, you know, going to be in Austin Zoo, technically, quote unquote, in Austin. And then we're going to call this the Zoo Jeff, the Jeff's Zoo. Jeff's Zoo. How about that? Exclamation. We could call it the Jeffs. after pretty much every single rock band we've ever made in Civ 6, but whatever. Okay, so here we go, and this is our park. Now, it felt at first like the park was a little smaller than it was in the beta, but I don't know about that. It still feels pretty big. If you've never seen any Planet game before, basically the people kind of spawn in here, then they spend your money, and then they come in here and enter the park, and then basically everything else you just kind of add on as is. So we can't do any research. You'll notice that, like, if we went to blueprints, we have very few things here, mostly because we need to get some research going. First thing we're really going to want to do is we're going to want to start building some enclosures and get some animals going. We can't even buy animals yet until we get a trade facility, so it's going to take us a minute. But before we get there, I want to start by adjusting our terrain, because like I said, we're going to kind of have a lake going, and I think we're going to start it kind of over here a little bit. I don't need it super deep, and if I make it too deep, it's just going to cost us more money. So I think we're going to start and do something like this, and then I'm going to kind of dig you out and kind of take you this way. I want enough area here so we can have a bunch of shops as people are going along, but I think we're going to take you there, and then I think I want to bring you over here. So first kind of area we're going to build is going to be a oh yeah, that was one thing we didn't look at. We didn't look at all the different animals. So we got the aardvark, which I think is new. Buffalo is in the game. A lot of these were in the beta before. The centipede I think is new. I think the bison is new. The camel is definitely new. Let's see, the Bengal Tigers. There is a challenge going on right now with the Bengal Tigers, so we'll probably want to do that, but they're going to be a little too expensive right now. Boa constrictor, the bongo, the bonobo. I don't know how you say that. Orangutan, yeah. The cheetah, which wasn't in the beta and is one of my favorite animals, so I'm stoked to see the cheetah. You kind of look like a armadillo. Interesting. Death adder, warthog. The black bear, which was our first animal in the beta, but I don't think we can afford them because those are like 400 a pop, 300 a pop, so we can't quite afford them. The gharial, which I think is what we're going to start with. Then the cockroach, which yuck, ugly, I don't want. The panda, which is awesome. Wait, the panda's only vulnerable? I thought those were like critically endangered. Huh, interesting. Goliath frog, flamingo, dude, those are cool. The bears, you're critically endangered. Hippopotamus, hell yeah, dude. Elephant, peafowl. Oh, he's such a cute little rhino, man. Such a cute little rhino. The Komodo Dragon, which I love, one of my favorite animals as well. Cheetah's definitely my all-time favorite. Komodo Dragon's up there, and then the Nile crocodile, which you'll see here in just a little bit. Not the Nile crocodile, actually the Nile crocodile, but I think I forgot which crocodile they have in this game, but I love crocodiles too. Antelope, the little tiny hippo, look at how cute they are. They're so tiny. And then the rad panda, which, oh my gosh, and then two different lemurs now in the game, which those guys are really cool. Giraffe, antelope, saltwater crocodile. That's it, dude. I love these guys. Yeah, I love those guys. So we want to get some of those guys going as quick as possible. Yeah. And that's pretty much everything. So still a few animals I would like to see in the game that aren't in there yet, but you know, not bad for now. So anyways, we're kind of digging this out a little bit because this is going to be our gharial, so it's going to need to have a lot of different water in it. Let's go a little bit bigger. And how do I want to do this? So my plan was, yeah, I think this is good. I think this is good for now. Obviously, this river is going to be much further as we progress, but I think for now this is acceptable. So here's my thinking. I'm thinking that we're going to take the enclosure over here, and so eventually you're going to actually enter the boat ride here. You're going to take the boat, and then you're actually going to cross over through here. Now, I actually think I'm going to, let's alter this just a little bit, because I think this is just a little too big. And so let's save a little bit of money by let's undoing things. Bit of a perfectionist. If you've never seen my videos before, that's about all I can do. That's unfortunate. I wanted to go a little bit further, but okay, that's fine. So let's go a little smaller. And then I'm just going to kind of enter over here. And essentially, I want this to be a little bit bigger of an area, I think, for you to kind of see the gharials. And then this is going to kind of take the boat ride. Let's go back to full size. More like here. Is that worse or better? That's a good question. Delete the trees that are currently floating in midair. Yeah, I don't know if I like that better or worse. So what don't I like about it? So here's the thing. I want a bridge over this area. There needs to be a bridge over this area. So like we could smooth this out, get a nice little majestic freaking bridge. And then I wanted a little bit more area here. I think what we could do instead is, whoopsie, that's pull, is we could actually just kind of like get a little extra like water area through here. You know, just like little ponds and stuff like that, like right there. Okay, so then that's kind of this area here. I think that'll work for now. We're going to add a little bit more water over here. And in fact, I think we're going to reduce this. Because I don't think we need the river that large. Something like that. Now, we're spending a little bit of extra money redoing this, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We still got plenty of cash. All right, so that's going to be kind of our starting point. So then next thing, we want to get a pathway popping out, and I think we're going to roll with the ornate tile. But we want, I think it's size 7 is the exact size we want. Yeah, and we can go a little bit larger, size 3. Something along those lines. And then we're going to want a pathway to going that way. And this is going to be kind of like the main entrance area. I want to put a bunch of different shops here and stuff like that. And in fact, let's go ahead and align to grid. And we're going to just go straight. We're going to do something like this. And this is just going to be kind of like the entrance area. And I actually feel like we want to do something along the lines of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then boom, boom, boom. Okay, yeah. I think we're gonna do something like that, and then this is gonna be kind of like our centerpiece. We're gonna do a bunch of different shops, and this is just gonna be kind of the entrance area. Now, I do want to take a bridge across the water, as I said. Do we want to take that smack dab in the middle? I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. And let's go ahead and get the grid. Let's do that, and then I can't do staircases on the grid, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's lower this length to 1. Let's do that into this. Go up twice, and then you're gonna cross. And do we want it this particular? And this is gonna basically lead you then into the rest of the park. Yeah. Do we want to change the tile? Yeah, I think so. This is going to cost us a little bit of extra money, but let's go do the wood. This will be fine. My wife is calling me. I can't talk to you right now, wife. Sorry. I think she's probably on lunch. I don't know. We totally screwed this up, man. Yeah, let's just try it like this. There we go. She might be calling me back because I called her at the store earlier. We'll see. So something like that. I think that'll work. And then let's go ahead and pop up our paths. And then let's do a different kind of path. Because I kind of only want this path in the entrance area. So I would like to go a little bit larger in length. Let's start with like 2. And then let's go to 3. And then this is going to be kind of the pathway that we're going to lead all the way to the edge of the park. And so eventually this pathway is just going to kind of go all the way over to the edge. Yeah. And then I think what we want to do. So how do we want, I think I should start by building my enclosure here. Now, the only thing is with all these shops and stuff like that, I don't really want these shops being on top of our Gariels. I think let's start and go here. And are we on a straight line? We're currently on a straight line. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up popping around here. We can make this a heck of a lot bigger, right? Yeah, I think we still made this like maybe too much water. Maybe too much water still. You know what? You're only at 9 meters. Let's go a little bit longer than 9 meters. Let's actually go 20 meters. There we go. So something like that. And then let's start curving around here. I like bigger cages. I cannot lie. And then we're going to kind of like curve around like this. And then let's go straight line. Yeah. This might be too big. But that's okay. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to grab the chain link. Too uneven. Our ground's too deep. What if we did shorter? I think it's too deep. Interesting. So we made our pathway and stuff way too deep, which is rather unfortunate. Let's go ahead and delete it. I think we just made it a little too deep, which is, yeah, just, it's a little unfortunate. So let's do something like that, and then let's flatten to foundation here. This should be sand, by the way, but whatever. All right, let's try this. Now, the question is, can I do this? Can I do this now, or do I have to actually put the water in first? Oh, wait, you're supposed to be glass. Yeah, glass. Okay. And then continue on with the chain link. I think I have to put the water first. Yeah, I think I have to put the water first. So the goal is, let's do terrain, and hold up, this should be painting. This should be like sand, because, you know, this is literally in the water. Should be sand. Okay, water. Water. Barriers. Chain link. Connect up. Too uneven for placement. So the problem isn't so much, I think, the height. Let's actually undo a little bit here. I don't think the problem's the height, because we can save some money. The problem is the fact that the terrain goes down too quickly. Whoopsie. So let's do something more like that and see if we can kind of, you know, maybe keep this from being so annoying. Yeah, we could try that. We could try that. Let's pop back over to sand. Give me the size. Make sure this is all nice and sandy for now. That'll work. Then we want terrain. Give me the water. Lots of finagling to make sure this works right. But it is what it is. So then give me the barriers. We want to go chain link. Yo. Now the question is, we can't actually really see the thing. Yeah, we can kind of see the thing. Okay. Hold up. Let's see if we can go back to full length again. There we go. All right. There we go. So I think what I want to do is I want to delete this one. And I want this one to be... Because they're not going to be the same size. Because you got 20 and you got 20, and so then this one's just going to be a little thinner in the middle. So I think that works for us. And then that's chain link, okay. So you're going to get this nice little boat ride that's going to pop through here, and it's going to be really, really cool looking. Okay, so then what we need to do is we need to work our pathway around here, because we're going to want people to actually have a view on this. So... the question is, how do we want to do it? I think what we did last time, and it worked really well, I think we're going to go ahead and have a pathway jet off here. I think that'll work. And then just take me up one. And we kind of had just a pathway over the top for people to look, whoopsie, for people to watch the Gharials. And then you can kind of just pop out over here. And we can do something like that. Yeah, I think that'll work for now. I gotta put a quick pause because I gotta close the office door. I'll be right back. Okay, I think we got it. So the other thing I kind of want to do here is I kind of want another pathway. And I'm actually going to do this... let's do a smaller pathway. And then I kind of just want another view area. We could do this a little bit longer. Let's see about like, yeah. Oh, it's doing the angle snap. That's what I don't want. Yeah, I just kind of want a nice little pathway that's kind of following Can I take you below? That's the question. Yo. Path. No. No. I don't want to connect. Planet Zoo just crashed. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Did I just lose all my work? I just lost all my work, didn't I? Would you like to extend the debugging? No. I don't think so. Wow, that's terrible. I'm sorry you guys are looking at a black screen right now. Not like I'm looking at much of anything else. Yeah, it completely screwed up everything. Because now it's doing this in... It reloaded the game in 4K. So originally I was playing the game in 4K. I switched it from 4K because I didn't want it in 4K. Because the game is a little slower. Alright, well, we lost a little bit. That's very unfortunate. Well, first things first, before the game gets super laggy, because for whatever reason, it's really laggy in 4K for me. Let's go ahead and go windowed, 1920 by 1080, and then I think we just lowered everything to just medium. I think was kind of where we're at. All right, confirm. And then let me fix this back up. There we go. Okay, well, let's try this again without the whole thing bugging out. I kind of liked how we had that going too, man. Oh, and you know what sucked? We ended up reworking this a lot to actually make this work too. Dang. So anyways, go back to 20. It pretty much like lost everything, it looks like. Do a nice, do a curved section now. We're just gonna kind of curve around here. I think we might have actually gone into those trees before, but whatever. And then you're curving there, and then we're gonna go straight section here. Into like there and there. And then this is where things get really interesting and hairy. Dude, that's annoying. At least there's some autosave though. I have to be honest. I'm glad there's at least a little bit of an autosave because otherwise this would just be absolute hell. Hey, I actually want you more like that. Thank you. And then you're going to kind of come down like that. Yeah, something along those lines. We're going to paint it all sand. I'm assuming when you put it underwater, it turns it to sand. Yeah, that's what it kind of seemed like because it was all sandy by default. So I bet it auto turns to sand. Okay, and so then I need barriers. Give me my chain link. Do something like that. This one's not gonna work. Why? Try moving you like this, see if we can get a little more. Okay, that angle is still too steep. So remove the water. Oh, yeah, that angle is way too steep. Whoopsie. Yeah, we can tell that angle is too steep. It's very obvious that that angle is way too steep. Let's try this again, hey? You know what? Leave the grass. Hold up. Undo. Let's test this. Leave the grass. Put the water. Delete the water. It does. So anything underwater immediately turns to grass. Also, that is not a chain link fence. Here's the other thing. I don't like you. I'm gonna delete you. Delete you. No, I want you gone. Disrupts lake placement. What? What? Go away. Delete. Thank you. I just want to move you ever so slightly. Because I don't like how it's sitting there like that. Alright. That'll work. That'll work. Now let's try this one more time without the game being stupid. And hopefully without the game crashing either. Oh, that's a little too high. You can definitely do water so much higher in this game than you could previously. Like, I think I could literally put the entire, almost the entire park underwater, which is great. Is that high enough? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So then barriers, we want chain link. This is not chain link. This is chain link. And then we want to go something like that. Why are you still not letting me do this? Panel too long. What? Well, if the panel's too long, fix it. Alright, well, this is a strange game. So, let's try this again. This is 15, and then I guess we can do 15, 15, and then just match it up in the middle. Da-da-da in the middle. Yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da in the middle. Okay, well, that's not going to work. So let's try 10. Maybe 2 10 panels. You know, if only we had this working out perfectly for us before. Yeah, if only this was like perfectly done one time and looked absolutely amazing without having to redo it all, that would just be amazing. Okay, so hold up. Yo, I just want to get you somewhat straight, please. Oh, I see. So it's actually 2.97. Whatever. That'll be close enough. Yeah. We'll live with that. Is it as cool as the other one? What we had before? I don't think so, but it is what it is. Did we adjust this? I feel like this just wasn't that big before. Yeah, I feel like we seriously... Can I do this again, by the way? If I do that, can I add the water back in? Okay. Just double checking. But I feel like we ended up... Probably not that large. I feel like we made this a lot smaller. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. And then we can just add in a couple more pools. I think that'll be okay. So we'll do rough water here again. Good. And then we're going to do water here. We'll do this one a little bit higher. I just kind of put in all of them. I think let's do it more like right there. Yeah. I think that's fine. These are kind of... Let's actually... Hold up. Redo that one. Perfectionism is coming out in me. Let's push you, and I'm going to make this a little more of a curvy one. I don't think I want it to drop that much, though. You can smooth a little bit quicker. Yeah, that's annoying. Whatever. And then we'll do something like that. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and save Zoo. Before, you know, we get a very similar issue happening here. So then we want to pull the road off here. I think I do want to keep it 7. And then this is what was interesting. We did that. I think we're going to try that again. And we might as well do that. And then we can keep it at 2. Or actually, we can go to 3. I think I'm okay with 3. And then we're just going to kind of curve around here. Do something like this. It looks so much better last time, I think. I don't know how I feel about this. Might be too much water. It might still be okay. I mean, this is a pretty freaking large pen. To be honest, this might still be too large of a pen. But it is what it is. We can always put the saltwater crocodiles over here instead. So how did we do this then before? I think we started here and we went the grid to like 4 and then we turned this off because we essentially just wanted to make a pathway that was going adjacent to the fence. I like the curves. Yeah, those curves look really cool. So I'm actually going to take you up, and we're going to kind of do some curves here. Can we go 4? I just want you to merge up. Yeah, I like that a lot. So essentially then you got multiple pathways to see these guys. Now, are we going to do something similar over here? Yeah. I think we should. So go back to paths, pathways. And I'm going to go here to start with. Then let's kind of just take it around here. Is that going to make the thing disappear? Let's go somewhere like that for now. Does that make this disappear? It does. Okay. All right, I just want to make sure it disappears. And then... Whoopsie. Come on. Get the curve. Get the curve. Get the curve. Let's actually just lower it. I don't think 2 looks good. I think 2, it makes too sudden of a curve. Where we can do this again. We're going to do something like that for now. I can have other things through here. So, why would you, walk? Because it's just kind of, confusing. You're walking along the long way. Like, it doesn't really make sense. But I think we can do other stuff to kind of make it look right. Also, I kind of like how it looks. So, and here's the other thing. Like I said, I might split this in half. Like, we might end up just putting 2 different groups in here or something, because this is a huge cage. They don't need that much room. We literally could just put another glass cage through here. And we could definitely do 2 smaller animal enclosures, because they don't need that much room. All right, so the other thing we got to do is we need to put an entrance for the staff. So I need barriers. We need a staff gate. We're going to do a wooden habitat gate. I think I'm going to hide all this under the hills. I think we're going to put a bunch of hills over here and just hide it all. The question is, if we did make another, like if we split it in half, we would have to put this other gate. Like we would have to put it like right here. You can't add multiple to a... Okay, that's what... I was like, why is this red? That doesn't make much sense. So most of these trees then can probably get moved. Oh, that's outside the zone. Because this is all going to be underground. So let's just go ahead and get all these guys moved out for now. I don't really want to put them in the enclosure either. Because depending on what animal we put in there... it's going to have a different terrain requirement, perhaps, than these trees, so we don't really want to do that. All right, so then let's go ahead and do a staff path, and just give me like a nice little straight staff path. Actually, you know what? Screw this. Do a grid. Let's just go. And we're just going to go ahead and connect this all the way up. And unselect grid. We'll do something like that. Yeah, that'll work. Now, the weird thing is these buildings do have some issues. Like, we don't want to put the buildings too close. So, staff facilities, let's start with the keeper hut. Now, once again, this is all going to be underground. Actually, I kind of liked it like this. Yeah, I kind of do like it like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So if I put that there and we clicked here and then we did the negative impact on guests, it's actually really small. I wonder if they shrunk them. Yeah, because it seems really small than what I remember before. I don't remember it being that tiny. Maybe it's based on how many you have. Like the more buildings you have, the more... I don't know. Quarantine. Let's actually do the structured one. Vet surgery, which I'm not 100% sure the difference between quarantine and surgery. I'm assuming quarantine is when they have diseases, which they didn't have any of the diseases in the beta. So that's going to be different because we're going to have to worry about that now. Let's kind of do that, Workshop. Hello, flash of light. I don't know what that was. Apologies. And then last but not least, trade center, so we can actually start buying some animals. Okay. Now, if we looked, once again, negative impact on guest, that doesn't hit any of these pathways right now. So theoretically, no one can see any of that. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and hide all this under the mountains, just because I think it's easier than decorating. We will obviously decorate some of these buildings, but, you know, for the first part at least, we're just going to keep some of these just underground. Because, you know, also we want, we very much want the terrain to kind of roll. Like, we want rolling hills. We don't want, like, just flat terrain. So this kind of helps with that as well. So we can kind of do this. Get these nice little caves in here. You know, and then kind of do something more along the lines here. Just kind of, like, getting this out a little bit. Just so it's not the exact same. I don't know what that was, but okay. Something like that. And this could actually even dig into the enclosure itself. Yeah, I kind of actually like that. So this kind of pathway kind of digs around the thing. Yeah. Something like that. I think this will work. Yeah. I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Now, obviously, being the only hill in the game looks a little weird. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But we're gonna put some rocks up here. We'll put some trees and stuff like that. And, you know, things are gonna definitely start looking a little bit better as we start adding more stuff to this map. But, like, even just a couple trees up there, and that looks so much more realistic. Okay, so here's the other thing I want to go ahead and do with this barrier. I want to go ahead and edit the barrier real quick. And I want to go ahead and change that to wood logs. I'm going to change you to wood logs. And I'm going to change you to wood logs. And what I want to do is I want to take you up. And then I would like you... Maybe that's not... Maybe I want it like this? Let's see, I don't want to raise those. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for instead. So something like that. So essentially what we're doing is we're hiding this behind the wood. Okay. Then we can start pulling some more terrain out. Let's shrink the crap out of you. We're almost out of money, by the way, right now. Yeah, you know. It's fine. It's fine. We can take a loan, right? I'm pretty sure there's loans in the game. Money wasn't that big of an issue when it came to, the beta. Like, after just a little bit of time, it seemed like you just made, infinite amounts of cash, it felt like. We'll do something like that. I think this will work. I think this will work. So let's go ahead and look at animal trading. And I would very much like either the Gariels, GGGGG, or the saltwater crocodile. And give me the cheapest available. Gariels are really cheap. What's their age? You're 21, you're 22. That actually sucks. I'm trying to remember what their age is, but that's kind of annoying. They're basically selling their super old guys to me, which is kind of annoying. How old do you live? Their maturity is only 14 years. Oh no, they get it at 14. But they live 50. So I guess 20 isn't so bad. That's about half their life left, which I could live with. So once again, give me the cheap ones. We could buy some saltwater crocodiles. Now, those won't actually make us anything, which is kind of annoying, but... Yeah, the other one's sold. I think I got to adopt you. Yeah, I think I got to adopt you. And we're going to go ahead and throw you in Habitat 1. I do think we're going to end up remaking this into 2 different enclosures with, like, the crocodiles. Now, we do want females. So, let's go clear you out. And then I only want females. Now, the Gariels work with, like, you can have multiple females, which is nice. Hi. No, I only wanted female. Filter. By price. 280. So we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on that. One single animal in here is going to be somewhat not so good. One thing we could do here real quick is we could do species. We could do Gariel. And the question is, do I need to build one of these? Last time I didn't really have to do this because they were basically kind of nesting underneath the pathway, which is kind of hilarious when you think about it. But I think I will go build one like right here. The animal gets too stressed out, by the way, if... Oh, that's like floating midair. Ugh. They get really stressed out if people can see them all the time, which is why you usually want to give them some shelter. I don't know if this is going to make them happy from a shelter standpoint, because, you know, this doesn't seem particularly sheltered. Hi, give me some of this large stuff here. And then that's just the bedding for them to sleep on. Now, the thing is, they're not going to want this much grass, for sure. We will put a water pipe. It's a big enough cage that we're going to want multiple ones, for sure. Because if they're on one side, they might literally die trying to get to the other one. And then same thing here. Let's get multiple foods out. So put a food here, put a food there, put a food everywhere. The other thing we need, we want to go to facilities, bins. I want the tip. There it is, donation box. So we kind of want the donation boxes somewhat near where the good views are. I'm gonna put like 3. I don't think there really is like a case where you have too many donation boxes. Like what? People are gonna be like, oh, he's asking for too much money. Deal with it, man. How else am I supposed to keep my zoo open unless you guys donate to me? So we'll do something like that for now. Lots of donation boxes. We got the single gallery out popping out. We got about 7K left. So one of the things we could do for now is we could pop out some animal facilities, some small animal exhibits. We also would like a bathroom. Yeah, we would like a bathroom. I don't think I'm gonna worry about the bathroom yet. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna worry about the bathroom yet. I think we're gonna go ahead and put these in here. That's 3K. So I can afford essentially 2 of these right now. No, I don't want this on the same grid line. Now, the question is whether or not I can actually afford any of these guys. 200. We're at $900. I need the cheapest freaking dudes in the block right now. It cannot be released to the wild. I think I'm good with that. We'll grab 2 of those guys. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. We'll take both of those. And then essentially we're trying to find something else. What are those? Those are just frogs. What about boa constrictor? How cheap are those? Those are a little too expensive. Iguana, too expensive. Wandering spider, too expensive. Tarantula. Okay, we can afford those. Right? I can afford 2 of these guys. No, there's no females. I want like male and female. Dang. About the centipede. Yeah, we can do this. I want female and male, because what's going to happen is they're going to start having ridiculous amounts of babies, which is great, because then we can start selling them off for cash. All right, we have officially no money left. How do we actually put you in here? There you go. I want you to go in here. Move there. Move there. Now, these are not pretty at all. We're going to obviously want to do some stuff with the terrain and stuff like that. But at this point, we kind of just need money. So that's kind of where we're at. Also, I want some more donation bins. These donation bins are freaking 50. That's expensive, man. Come on. All right. We have $200. Open the zoo. Oh, we have no people on staff. Uh-oh. We forgot to hire staff. Please tell me this doesn't cost money. It does not cost money. Okay, we're good. Hire that. Hire that. Hire a mechanic. Hire security. We don't need a vendor yet. And hire a vet. All right, cool. Come into my park, my friends. Here's the other thing. I'm gonna bump up the price on the zoo. It's only $3 for adults. I think I can get by with $6 for adults. I think I can get by with $6 for adults. Hello, everyone. Pay me money. Oh, they turned around. Oh, they saw the $6 and they were like, this is not worth it. Wow. Okay, $6 is too much. Try 5. As long as we can get most of the people in, I'm okay with that. You're glitching through the walls. All right, they're all coming in. They're all coming in. All right, we good. We good. We good. We good. We are low on cash. I'm very aware, game. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Low welfare. We're going to start getting protesters because of the low welfare. I don't think there's anything I can do right now about this. Because I hadn't done... Oh, we can change the temperature and humidity. That's what we need. We don't have power either. Oh, shoot. That's our issue. Crap! We're going to need a loan, man. We're going to need a loan. Way to just run out of everything. I need 2,500. It's only 5% interest. Sure. I can afford that, I think. Hey, there's our Gariel. All right, so what do I need? I need facilities. We want you. Needs to be on the road. Or, sorry, on the pathway. Let's kind of dig this out a little bit. Terrain. We spent too much money on the terrain, man. Just way too much money on terrain. Can we push you back? Let's try something like that. Then facilities should be able to get you here. The question is, which way is the road facing? There's the road. I think that works there. And that works there. And then we should be good. So if we came here and we looked at water, it's doing the fresh water. So all of this is connected. So that works. And then power, we're good. Actually, power, we might have been fine. Oh, well, we got more power. Oh. So that means we want to adjust the temperatures. So you need to have a little bit less temperature. Where's the humidity? Oh, there it is. I'm used to this being on the same size. We need to go up to like 80, 90. Because I'm used to playing in 4K. Oh, 90's too much. 88. That works. Temperature a little colder. We're on speed 2. Let's go speed 1, please. All right. That should help their welfare. So, social group is too large or too small? It's too small. You're going to have to live with it. Sorry, buddy. But I think you're going to have to live with it. Humidity is okay. Temperature is way too big. I need to lower this to, or change this to Fahrenheit. I don't understand Celsius. I mean, I get Celsius. I just don't, use Celsius. I'm American. Come on. Just a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And they're actually great. So they're very happy. So we got the single Gabriel. We need to pause him. He's going to have really insufficient everything right now. The other thing we do need is we need to get some research going, like ASAP. I'm actually going to put him on the Gabriel so we can get some enrichment items popping out there. And then what about our mechanic research? That's a really good question. What do we want to start with here? A theme? I kind of maybe think a New World theme is maybe our best option to begin with. You could argue that it maybe is a good idea to get us like popping out a bunch of shops and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know. So let's see. What do you need? You need a lot less long grass. Okay. You need more rock. We can handle that. So let's go painting. Give me a little bit larger. We're going to just kind of make you rocks here in the middle. That works. And then you need a lot more sand as well. So essentially all of this is going to be sand. And then you need a little bit more rock again. And that should make you fairly happy. You're not happy here because you don't have enough plants. Your biome is aquatic, so let's go here to nature. And then we want to go aquatic, tropical, temperate in Asia. So give me aquatic, tropical, and temperate. And then what essentially we want to do is we want to find the stuff that really makes him happy. So like we popped this tree here and you notice his plants went up by 2%. Not really what we're looking for. We're looking for something a little bit bigger, like that right there. So he immediately loves this stuff here. So we're going to throw like one there. That actually didn't help as much as it did before. I think maybe because of the location. Yeah, I think definitely part of it's how it's covering. You know, maybe the coverage is actually just based on how much of the enclosure is being covered by it. That would actually make sense. I kind of still want to use the large tree. What was that, by the way? No, it wasn't a holly tree. What was this one? That's a kapok tree? So under K. Hey, buddy, where you at? Oh, there it is. So that must have been 1. So I'm gonna do that. And then you're at 99. You have more than enough coverage. There is one tree in here that's not part of your enclosure. So let's go ahead and move him. We'll put you up here. And then I think he's happy now, right? Yeah, enrichment's bad. Habitat, I think should go up to 100 now. Yeah, there you go. So the only issue is we have 0 enrichment items. And I'm pretty sure we don't have anything that's enrichment, right? Yeah, we have no enrichment items, which is why we're currently doing research. So, all right, I think we're off to a good start here. We're going to want to start adding some rocks in and make this prettier, but I kind of don't want to spend any more money right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button to TheGameCommon and show your support. Let's see. So we purchased way too much money. Ongoing expenses is about 800 plus taxes. Our income is 20,000. That's not right though. That's not right because our income is actually based on the loan. So we're making about 500 right now off ticket sales. And our ongoing expenses are 800. So we are still in a net negative, but hopefully that will get itself fixed as the game progresses. The other thing is I still very much want the Gabrielles, the females, if we can afford one. So we're just going to have to keep looking for that. But anyways, if we can survive this early part, we should be fine long term. So hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.